Hello and welcome. For the sake of this video, I'm going to assume that you've already seen my previous video about the actual stuff around the Crimson. This is literally just going to be fighting the Cthulhu brain. And just so you know, this is a video to just show you its phases, what to expect from it, stuff like that. It's not actually a how-to guide. I'm going to be slightly over-geared for it. If you want me to do a kind of different video where I'll just be in I don't know, the God, I'm blanking on one of the tiers of armor. The one that's the new one that's the equivalent of gold, or just slightly a tiny bit below it. Then leave a comment about how you'd like to see that instead. But for now, this is just going to be showing you what the boss is like, and all that. So as you can see, or it, I suppose I should say, the actual brain itself is intangible. You have to target these little eyes that are going all over the place. A lot of different types of weapons work here. Flails and pretty much anything that's penetrating is what you want to kind of go with. And this is the second phase, where he kind of opens up. You can see his heart, and he starts to kind of chase after you a bit. Does some fair damage. Not the easiest thing ever to hit, and just the whole teleportation aspect of him makes him pretty annoying if you're not able to take his hits. And he doesn't have the same thing going on for him that the Eater of Worlds does, where you can just take a flail and just stand on top of it and let it kill itself. That doesn't work with this one. So you got to be mobile with it. But like I said, this wasn't a video of how to show you how to kill it, more just to inform you of its existence and show you what its phases look like. That being said, I'm going to try real quickly and see if I can't find a couple more new items in the the demon hearts over here. If you haven't seen my previous video about the Crimson, I show you the first two I found. So I'd suggest checking that out too. Sadly, that's one I had already gotten, but I have two more before another one spawns, and if I have to, I'll kill another one. But yeah, especially during the start of it, what's really best is just anything that has that kind of widespread penetrating damage. You won't be able to hit the brain at the start, don't even try. Just take care of all the little eye guys. Make sure, same thing with the different body pieces of the Eater of Worlds, that you pick up everything that they drop, like the tissue samples and the ore. And then once you get rid of all those, he'll go into the second phase, which is honestly closer to the Eye of Cthulhu's second phase. This is an interesting weapon, if I remember correctly. It yeah, there we go. So it just pops this little cloud down. Honestly, this would be really good against the boss if you can manage to get him this on one of your first demon heart openings. Which mana does it use? 10 mana. But yeah, you can see pretty easily how that kind of works. It doesn't... I guess this is the equivalent of the Vile Thorn for the Crimson. But I'm liking this weapon. Anyway, I'm gonna pop one more heart open, then send y'all on y'all's way. But honestly, Cthulhu Brain, even if your normal gear isn't that hard, if you're really like lacking in defense, however, I kind of would suggest to avoid getting him by the hearts the first time entirely and just summoning him with I believe it's 15 of the vertebrae. Yeah, like I said, this is actually working really well for this phase of the guy. But yeah, like I said, if you have enough defense and you have really anything that can make those really widespread attacks, you can just kind of stand through his first phase in a similar way to you can stand through the whole of the Eater of Worlds, but that's just not going to work on the second phase. But honestly, as long as you have awareness about where he is and where he's most likely to pop up next, you won't have much trouble. I know it doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but he is harder than the Eater of Worlds. Honestly, I think the Eater of Worlds is easier than the Eye of Cthulhu, but that's interesting. Yeah, this is a world I created particularly for the Crimson, so I haven't actually done much on it yet. I don't even have like a house or anything. So I'm gonna just break maybe 2 more of these open, see if I can find any more items to show y'all that come out of these, and then I'll send y'all on y'all's way. I hope this is informative about the Cthulhu Brain's different phases, and like I said, if you want me to do a different kind of video that actively shows you strategies to take care of them when you're under geared or something like that, then just leave a comment and I'll see if I can acquiesce. Okay, so for those of you that didn't see the last video, what I seem to have gotten from this guy is the Undertaker, which is the equivalent of the musket. Violent Panic Necklace, I'm not sure what that's the equivalent of, but it just increases your movement speed after you're struck. The Rotted Fork, which is a spear. This is not a particularly good one since it got the weak prefixture. And then where's the last thing? Yeah, the Crimson Rod that I already showed you. So that about does it for everything I was planning on showing you all in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was informative. This is EGI signing out, and see y'all next time.